Hello, so thank you for joining me in this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about like overlap, follow through, some call it drag. So like the main idea about this is whenever like the main part of your body is moving, okay, like maybe the hips is usually the starting point of emotion in the body, or maybe if the arm is supposed to move now, maybe you talk about the joints to the shoulder. That's where the movement starts from. So that's this example. That's the plan. That's what I want to illustrate with that. So like whenever this one moves, this the down part is not supposed to move exactly the same thing. It's supposed to drag behind. So given that this is the center of the power, then the rest are just following through. They are dragging behind, but now they have to follow through and then come back again. So that's the main idea of this exercise. So like for people just starting out with animation, it's actually advice for you to start up with like tutorial exercises like this, especially that you practice it, you see the drag and follow through aspect of it, you work on it, and you can actually be able to transfer it to a character. That's when you start animating. So with this now, let me just go back. That's Alt G and Alt R to reset the translation and rotation. So I'll just go to let's say 25. Then I'll just move this forward. So moving this forward now, I'm going to, that's all we do is just move from A to B. That's from here to here. That's the final point. So the idea is that whenever you have a movement like that, now this bottom, this part now, which is called the tail, they're supposed to drag behind, but that means the influence of dragging now will be much on the lowest part of the child. So like the drag, the drag now will be minimum on this part. Then as it continues to fall down the chain, it grows more. So that's what drag and follow through is all about. So for us now, we can actually, let's move to like the center. So let's now drag this. I want to, so some people actually prefer offsetting, but like if you know you want to offset really, I think it's preferable for you to offset at the last stage of your animation, because sometimes maybe you may actually like to retime, and you offsetting will actually make your keyframes to be all over the place. So it's always better for you, instead of offsetting, you actually put the drag and follow through in your pose. So this now is like the breakdown that's between this point A now and this point B now. So that's like the, so that's this number 10 now is like the drag now. So we can actually shift this forward a little bit. So this is like the drag now. So it happens in such a way that whenever the upper part is going, this last part still wants to stay in its previous state. So it's just like Newton's law of motion. Unless there's an equal and opposite reaction, how do they even put it? That the body will always continue to remain in constant, that's either in stop or in motion, unless there's something acting on it. So that's what this part is always trying to do. Like it's always trying to like stay behind, while the main part having the body is moving forward. While this one is in motion, this one is already dragged, maybe has dragged to its maximum. So on getting to this place now, we can actually so we can, which one do we can actually favor where it's coming from here. So we will adjust it more as time goes on. Then we will just count maybe from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll click on this. Then we'll rotate it to the other side. Then I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then rotate it back. So you remember this is actually dying down. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you rotate it not up to the previous one. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing here also, not up to the previous one. 1, 2, 3. Although we may actually have to retime it later. 1, 2, 3. Then go back. Then 1, 2. Then go back again. Then 1, 2. Go back again. Then 1. Then let's just reset the whole stuff. So looking at this now, I know we'll need to retime it later. But for now, just look at this. So you can see how it's like speeding up. So like this one is too fast. We can actually just select all. Then we'll time it by just maybe giving it like 3 frames more. That's G, just 1. Then G. Okay, I think let's give it like 3 more. 3 more should do. So it will be like G, 1, 2, 3. Then this one also G, 1, 2, 3. Then G, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I think it's more than 3. Then this one also G, 1, 2. Okay, I think it's up to 3 now. Then this one also G, 1, 2, 3. 3, I think. Abby? No, I think it's too much. 3. Then this one also G, 1, 2, 2, 3. Then this one also G, 1, 2, 3. Then this one G, 1, 2, 3. Then the last one, just add 1, 1, 2, 3. You can even add more. So now playing this back now, you can see how it's like this place is, it's still somehow fast. So we can still decide to retime it. Let's retime it. So you can give it 1, 2, G, 1, 2, 1, 2. So imagine you've done the offset now. So like retiming this now will be like a little tedious for you. So it's always better 1, 2. It's always better for you to put your drag and follow through in your breakdown. 1, 2. So you can see this now. Let's play this back again. So you can see how it is now. So I think it's like slowing down too much here before moving to the next part. So you can just go to our graph editor and see. You can see now here it's really slowing down before changing the motion. So that's not what we want. So we can actually make this dash. We press G. We'll make sure we have all the. So we'll make sure we have all these, because the rotation we're using is the Z axis. So we can click on Z here, then you go to the next one, then you click on, you press Shift, then you click on Z also, then you go to the next one, press Shift, then Z. So then now we can now select this O key now, then we just move it down to favor this other one here. So let's play this down now. Still very slow before changing direction. So we can just pick those stuff, then we copy, and we press G, then X, then just move it by how many frames we want. We can even delete this one here. So let's play this again now. You can see how it is now. So but if it's too we need it to still relax a little bit, we can just take this down more. So looking at this now, yes, we want this to descend, to reduce in size. So we don't want this to be the next one, this one to be as big as this. We want it to be reducing in size. So we can just take this down. So this one also G, you take it up. Take it up. This one G. So we want it to die down as time goes on. So that's the aim. So you can actually take this down. So you don't want the previous one to be as strong as the other one. So I think we can still remove out of this time. So you can just press G. Then let's play. So looking at it now, what do we need to change? So I feel it's still speeding up. We can just bring it back before it changes direction. We want it to slow down before changing direction. You can see it's actually feeling better now. So for these ones now, we can actually make the end time at the top maybe bigger. So like this also, we make the end time bigger. I think it's too much. The same for these also. Can make it bigger. So in such a that before it changes direction, it slows down, then change direction. So that's the aim of that. So now let's play our animation again. Now we'll look at the part that needs to be corrected. So which part needs to be corrected? So even this one we can increase it. You can just take it down. Then this one maybe not as big as this one. Then this one is to reduce the size. So instead of offsetting your keys, I think this is a very good way to introduce drag that's into your animation. So if you feel like maybe it's holding on too much here, you can just reduce it if you want to. So this is like a way to, or if you feel maybe it still looks somehow stiff, you can just copy it. You can just give it more time before it ends. So like, but this now is just like the basics of what you need to know. So here now we can even still adjust this time. Maybe just take it back a little bit. So if you feel that it's too much, maybe the drag is too much, you can just take it back here. Take it down. So look at it now. So even this one, we can still maybe give it more, we can still include more drag and follow through, maybe to go like this, swing forward and back. So we can even still add more if you want to. So assuming we copy this now, that's Control C, then go to this last part, then you paste it. But here now it should be in opposite direction. Then I think I copied the wrong one. Sorry. So let's frame this on F. AF. So let me copy this, Ctrl C, then I'll paste it here. Okay, sorry, that should be the opposite. Ctrl Z. So okay, I should have pasted it here. So paste. So with this one now, you can just press G, then take this down. Maybe still take this down a bit. Then this one also, G to take it down. G to take it down more. Then this you have to take it up. Then this one G, so it gradually dies down. So now let's play this again. So we can see how it slowly dies down. So that's press Ctrl R to move back to the original point. So we can see now with this now how it gradually dies down. So I think with this now we can come to the end of this tutorial. So always in your animation, try to, maybe in your work circle, in whatever you're doing, try to include, it makes it feel more natural and not stiff like a robot, like every part is moving at the same time, using the same timing. So like you adding your drag and follow through now, you enable your animation to look more natural. So in whatever way you should try as much as possible, like So always include and drag and follow through in your work. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.